Benj is there. Benj drops the ball! Swing and a miss, 2 away. One more, man. Grounded. Hit to Bichette. They get out of it, man. Let's go, man. Mets get out of trouble, man. Bases loaded, no outs, man. And the Mets get out of the inning, man. Let's go, Mets. The MVPs of this game, Luke Weaver, bases loaded, no outs, and you get out of the inning. MVP of the game. In the most important moment of the game. Juan Soto, 2 for 2, 2 walks, 2 stolen base, and a run scored. He got a lot of things started for us. What's my reaction for this game? The game started off a little bit frustrating. Brazaban, 4 up, 4 down. David Peterson, 4 batters. Yankees leading 1-0. I'm going to even open up my box score real fast so that I can have every single stat. Yankees up 1-0. I'm like, if I'm not mistaken, in the 3rd inning or the 2nd inning, the Yankees had a chance to get more runs to make it 3-0, 4-0. Chisholm couldn't come through. Peterson settled down. In the 3rd inning, Rodon, look, the Mets, I give them credit. Cam Schlittler is amazing yesterday, but I don't feel like they took enough pitches or tried to work him. I know it's easier said than done, but with Rodon, they really worked Rodon. From the first 2 batters, Bichette and Benj, the first 2 batters in the 1st inning, they made him throw a combined 15 pitches to get 2 outs. You take that, because that's a kryptonite to Rodon. So you take that for sure. Now, with that being said, the Mets win, but they worked him. Rodon, the 3rd inning. Look, Rodon, if I'm not mistaken, it was a 2-out double. 2-out double, 2-out rally for the Mets. Double by Benj. A walk by Bichette. A walk by Soto. And then Vientos coming up. Rodon is already up to 30-something pitches in the inning. He throws a pitch 10 feet above the strike zone. Hits the brick wall behind in Citi Field, behind the backstop. And it goes all the way in the air, flies back in the area of Rodon. Mets get 2 runs, and from there they took a lead. Now the 4th inning, Rodon, I thought the 3rd inning should have been his last inning. Boone put him out there. I didn't like it. For me, you got to take him out there. He didn't. He put him out for the 4th. He got the first 2 outs. But then he gave a walk and an RBI double to Brett Beatty. And that right there made the Mets go up from 2-1 to 3-1. So that was big right there. Now, Yankees responded. They got 1 back with a Goldschmidt single, 2-3. But the Yankees had opportunities. They had opportunities. And then in the 5th, when the Yankees got the 1, the Mets responded and they got 2. So 2-3 game turned into a 5-2 Mets lead. And look, this is where it all started. This is where it started. The 7th inning was leadoff double Aaron Judge. Leadoff double Aaron Judge. Routine bat. Next hitter, Cody Bellinger. Routine pop-up. Carson Benj dropped the ball. Routine pop-up. Unbelievable. From him dropping the ball, Judge scores all the way from second because the ball kicked far away. Bellinger gets the second. After that, Goldschmidt hit by a pitch. Jazz Chisholm put a bunt down. You're always told you don't want to bunt the ball in the air. Jazz Chisholm bunted the ball in the air and it went right over the pitcher. The pitcher, right over the pitcher's mount into no man's land, and he's fast. The pitcher's first step was forward. He sees bunt. He's thinking, get off the mound. I'm thinking, no way. They take out Brooks Raley, which I'm not mad at him. It wasn't fully his fault. Just unluck. But how about Luke Weaver? Comes in, strikes out Rosario. Strikes out Grisham with the bases loaded, no outs. With 2 outs, bases loaded, he gets Volpe to ground out to Bichette at short. The Mets in a 5-3 game. Yankees had a chance to get the lead or tie at a minimum. Luke Weaver clutches it. And then in the 7th inning, Vientos follows it up with a RBI groundout. Vientos got the last 3 RBIs for the Mets. It was 3-2 RBI, 2 RBI double for Vientos in the 5th, and an RBI groundout in the 7th. Vientos, I'm upset with him sometimes when he flails, but he's our team's leader in RBIs right now. We gotta respect that at least. And then look, the Mets pitching. Luke Weaver pitched the 8th inning, gave up a leadoff hit to Wells, but then Ben Rice grounded into a double play. A nice turn by Vientos and Bichette, and Luke Weaver running to cover the bag at first base. He was the one that caught the double play. You don't see that a lot from pitchers, and I can appreciate that. He was locked in, and I love that. 8th inning, Mets don't score, but then Devin Williams comes in the 9th inning. No drama inning. Strikes out Bellinger. Bellinger helped him out. 3-2. He swung at a high fastball, helped us out. Goldschmidt hits a hard fly ball, but it's caught. And then, who was the last hitter for the Yankees? Let me check who was the last hitter for the Yankees. Was it Chisholm? Let me see here. I believe it was Chisholm. Let me see the play-by-play for us. I totally blanked right now with who was the last hitter there in that last inning. Totally blanked right now. Chisholm Jr., yeah, he grounded out to first base. I just totally blanked on that. Look, I'm not happy with the Mets just winning this one game. You want them to win the series tomorrow, of course. It's not going to be easy, but Peralta's on the mound. We're hoping he can do what aces do. Help us, give us 6 minimum. And the Mets could finish off a homestand 5-1, get to 20 wins, 26 losses. Better than being 12, 13 games under 500. And look, you're happy with this win. You're happy with the Mets. They're playing better. Yankees are a good team. It feels good when you can beat a good team. And things are trending in the right direction. Little by little. So look, this is my reaction to this game. Let's go Mets. The MVPs of this game, Luke Weaver, bases loaded, no outs, and you get out of the inning. MVP of the game. In the most important moment of the game. Juan Soto, 2 for 2, 2 walks, 2 stolen base, and a run scored. He got a lot of things started for us. Benj was 3 for 4. Let me just give you some quick numbers for the Mets as well. Benj, 3 for 4, even with his terrible terrible error. Now, Bichette, he drew a walk, important walk, but 0 for 3. Soto, as I gave you, Vientos, 1 for 4, but 3 RBIs. Simeon, 0 for 4. AJ Ewing was 1 for 4. Slater, 0 for 2. Melendez, he got a walk. Beatty, a huge RBI double. Terrence was 0 for 4. Look, how about Carson Bench getting the average up to 245 from being at 170? You got to give him some love there. Look, folks, let's go Mets.